What's up, YouTube? It's Friday, and you know we're back with another Invest in Myself episode. So let me tell you the reason why I'm making this video. So one of my clients, which is my family member, they are interested in obtaining rental properties and learning the velocity banking strategy. So just a quick background, very intelligent dude, very analytical, and he needs to know all the details. He will research everything. So we both know that his credit score isn't the best. So we are working on strategies to build that up. So me, I'm not an expert at the credit score. So I'm teaching him credit score 101, utilization, all this, how to get your credit score up, right? He literally comes to me the next day, downloaded like 5 credit score apps. It was like, hey fam, why do I have 5 different credit scores? What's going on? Which one's accurate? So before I can even get a word out my mouth, he was like, hold up, brother. I already did the research. And it's this, that, and the third. I mean, he was giving me the whole history lesson of how the FICO score and everything started. And you know me, I'm always down to learn new stuff. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Still was gonna do my research just in case. But the thing that got me, this brother said, oh, you didn't know this? Let me go ahead and shoot you that link since you don't know. And the way that brother said it, my reaction was pretty much, oh, so you telling me, the one with the good credit score and 4 properties under his belt, you telling me what to do and I don't know nothing. I'm like, bet. I'm about to show you how much I know. So literally, this is how the video came about. But really though, it's always good to ask questions. And if you don't know it, just be honest and go ahead and do your research. It's there somewhere. And before we get to the nitty gritty, go ahead, hit that like button for a brother. Make that thing turn blue. It really does help a small YouTube channel reach a larger audience base. Also, for the people that have not subscribed and that are new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification button. We are always doing updates every Friday. Again, I really do appreciate you guys for doing that for me. So let's get into the video. So pretty much there are 2 credit score systems out there. So the first one, which is the most popular, is the FICO credit score. And FICO stands for Fair Isaac Corporation. So the score is pretty much introduced back in about the 1980s. And the primary way that FICO makes money is by licensing their credit scoring model to the credit bureaus. So the 3 credit bureaus are Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. So FICO charges all 3 of those credit bureaus to get their credit scoring model. In turn, those 3 credit bureaus sell that FICO scoring system to lenders. So about 90% of lenders use the FICO credit scoring system before they make an approval or a denial to lend you out a loan. So the other credit scoring system is called Vantage. So this credit scoring system was introduced to us back in 2006. So the reason why this new credit scoring system came about is because the 3 credit bureaus, they combined together and was like, hey, why are we paying FICO to use their credit modeling system? We can just make our own, and then the lenders will just use ours. We would cut FICO out, and then we would make a lot more money. Now, this was a pretty cool idea, but it really hasn't panned out the way that they wanted. But they are making progress. So about 10% of lenders use the Vantage scoring system. So if we think about it, Vantage is like the new kid on the block. They don't really have a reputation. Now, FICO's been around for decades. And as a lender, why would you fix something that isn't broke? FICO has been proven to work and has been very dependable. So to make things even more complicated, both credit scoring systems have different versions within the systems. And these versions have all different algorithms. So right now for FICO, lenders could be using FICO 8, FICO 9, and FICO 10 will be coming out pretty soon. And with the Vantage system, they have Vantage version 1, version 2, and version 3. So depending on what app you download, they could either be using Vantage or FICO, and their versions could be different as well too. So if there's a score for every single version added on to the 3 credit bureaus, you can have 15 different credit scores going on at one time. And if this isn't as complicated enough, there's one more factor we have to throw in. there's a different algorithm based on the loan that you're trying to get. So if you're trying to get a mortgage, your credit score for those lenders could be a lot different from getting a car loan. Each loan is going to be taking their own algorithm into account. So for me, let's say my FICO credit score says 720. When I apply for a mortgage, since I already have maybe 2 or 3 and I'm trustworthy, my credit score could be a 750 to them. As opposed to me getting a car loan, now I've only had one car loan ever. So my credit score could say 720, but they may say, hey, you only get a 700 because we don't really have any algorithmic data in regards to you having car loans. So now that we have all the basic principles out the way, let's pretty much answer the question, which app should I be using? So since we have established 90% of lenders use the FICO credit scoring system, we're going to want an app that uses the FICO credit scoring system. So we'll start with the apps to avoid. These apps will be using the Vantage credit scoring system. Now, this is not an all-inclusive list, but it may be more the popular list. So we have Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, and Turbo. Those are apps that use a Vantage credit scoring system. The apps that use the FICO credit scoring system, and again, this is not an all-inclusive list, maybe more the popular apps, the Experian app, the Discover Credit Score app, and then many banking institutions like Wells Fargo, Citibank, US Bank, Bank of America, they will all have a FICO credit scoring system. Whether they would be using FICO 8 or FICO 9, they will definitely tell you. But if you have a bank account at one of the major banks, or even a lot of credit unions have it as well too, I would use those apps because they're going to be pulling a FICO credit score for you. But there is one ultimate app to be using, and we'll go over it a little bit later, but I just want to put it into your head. It is MyFICO Score app. But again, before we go into that specific app, I just want to show you the apps that I use to get my FICO score from all 3 credit bureaus. So since I have a Citi credit card, Citibank actually gives you a FICO score for Equifax specifically. So pretty much the Citi app, when I'm checking my credit card, I can check my FICO score. The other app that I use is the Experian app. And again, Experian app would give me my FICO score for Experian. You can also use the Discover Credit Score app, which is free. You don't even have to have a Discover account or Discover credit card. So you can sign into that and get a FICO Experian credit score. And last, I use my credit union, which is BECU. They give me a FICO credit score on my TransUnion account. And I think that they all use FICO 8. Don't quote me on it, but I think it's FICO 8. So again, a note to remember, when we're checking our credit scores from the bank, those are specifically banking credit scores. So credit scores to, let's say, get a credit card. And they are not using an algorithm for like a car loan or an algorithm for like a mortgage. Now let's go back to the MyFICO Credit Score app. Now this credit score app has all FICO credit score versions. And they have all the algorithms for like the mortgage, for the car loan, for the credit card. They will have all of that. But with all this good stuff that they offer, you know it comes with a price. So I think it's about $29 a month to use this app. Now, the only reason I per se would use this app is to get an accurate credit score of what the lenders will see before I go apply for like a mortgage or for a car. You know, so I can come in with confidence like, yep, I already know what my credit score is. I've seen you guys' regulations, requirements, and I know that I'll get approved. Other than that, the apps that I told you previously, they would work fine. So you don't need a super accurate score of what your lender's going to be giving you until it's time to actually apply. Other than that, you're pretty much going to be wanting to look at the trend of your FICO score. Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it staying the same? Are you fine with that? Once you can answer those questions, using the apps that I previously mentioned, you'll be able to accurately track your credit score in regards to what 90% of lenders would be using. So shout out to my fam. Without him, I would have never did extensive research in regards to credit scores. And I really do hope this video helped you guys out. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that like button. For anybody that's new, go ahead and just hit that subscribe button. It really does help me out. It helps a small YouTube channel reach a lot of people. And with that being said, you guys have a good weekend. Peace out.